Hello and welcome to this very early morning little vlog here. I'm half asleep. It is currently 5:52 a.m. and I'm heading to Leicester Square to try and get in to the Bridgerton season 3 premiere. Now some may think this is crazy, some may call it stupidity, some may call it dedication, but whatever it is, we're going with it. That ain't 20. I actually have never watched Bridgerton, but I understand the hype, so I feel like I will still be able to appreciate it. But I'm kind of concerned. The only person I know is Nicola, mainly from Dairy Girls. She's like the only person that I know. So everyone else, I'm going to be getting potentially selfies with, videos, having no clue who they are. But that is the vibe. The premieres do start in the evening. However, in order to secure... There was a lady just going out to walk her dog. I got so scared. In order to secure chances, they usually release wristbands in the morning super early, so people queue up whatever time they feel is appropriate. So I'm really hoping that because I'm going so early, I should be in with a chance. I don't know why I'm voluntarily putting myself in the weekday rush hour. I'm going to be surrounded by MacBooks and gilets. The finance bros will be out in force. I'm hoping that it's almost 6 o'clock. I might actually be early enough to avoid the bulk of rush hour. This is the most Bridgerton-esque outfit I could find. I thought, shirt, whatever this is. It's not quite the Bridgerton look, however, it's the best I can do. There may be times today when I can get a video, but I'm not talking, because I mean, if I suddenly just whip this camera out on a packed train when it's complete silent, everyone's typing away on their MacBook Pros, I'm gonna get some looks. Thank you. I don't actually know what people were waffling about. That was a completely quiet bus. I made it to Leicester Square. I've made it to Leicester Square and there is a queue already forming. However, it's very small, so I'm going to go to McDonald's, get a McBreakfast. I thought there'd be so many more people here, but I'm really happy there's not. Thank you. I had myself a McBreakfast. That was the driest sausage I've ever had, let me tell you. It was quite literally burnt. Outrageous. So I have some good news. I just got my wristband. I was the last person to get a wristband, number 33. The last person. So if I'd been like a few minutes later, I wouldn't have got it. The universe works in mysterious ways, people. It's currently 8:20, so I've got about 7 hours to kill. And I'm just walking towards Piccadilly Circus. I don't know what I'm going to do for 7 hours, but I'll find something. I'm convinced Angus Steakhouse is an alternate universe, because I have never ever heard anybody say I went to Angus Steakhouse. Interesting. I'm going to have a nice little wander up Regent Street. They've got all the flags up for Pride Month. And you know what? It's actually quite quiet still. It's 8:20, but it seems to be pretty quiet. I don't think I've ever seen Regent Street this quiet. I'm actually feeling really comfortable just holding a camera up to my face. I'm getting looks obviously, but no one's saying anything because it's London. No one says anything. Guys, you've got to see the name of this street. I love the fact that in London you can literally get people going to work in their suits on an e-bike, on a Lime bike. It's the best thing ever. Just gone on a walk and I have just ended up at the BBC HQ because why not? And because the election is going on, there could potentially be some politicians about the city. I'm not that excited if Rishi Sunak turns up, to be honest. I might head down to Westminster though, but if I peek into the studio, I may be able to see the news reporters. Exciting times. I have got a camera out and a little mic on. I might blend in. People might think I'm just like an undercover reporter. But look, I can see inside. I'm not going to point my camera because that's just rude. But there's a little studio in there with all the screens where they do the BBC Verify, where they verify all the facts of the elections. The last time I walked around the perimeter of the BBC, I saw one of the news reporters, Christian Fraser. He's like the guy that does all the international stuff. I could just randomly approach strangers in the street and ask them what their thoughts on the election are. Because I have a camera and a mic on me, it looks professional. I think I will head down to Westminster though, because I think during the election, that is going to be mental. Maybe there'll be some politicians there, maybe. Unfortunately, I do not have a banana milkshake on me though, so.
If you need to board the next train, please spread out across the platform, making use of all the space. Use the full length of the platform and all the doors for board this train. All trains in the code, don't clear of the mind doors, stand back, mind doors.
I've just made it to Westminster. Big Ben, by the way. I would not recommend the Victoria line at rush hour. I did not feel like a sardine. I felt like a grain of basmati rice in an XXL mega pack. It's very busy. And I'm just going to see what happens. There are some police officers there. That probably looks like I'm following them, but I'm not. They've blocked off like all the seats. Everywhere you can sit down. I wanted to sit down, but I guess that's for security reasons, so I understand. But I do want to rest. I'm currently walking down Camden High Street. It is 10:49 a.m. I'm gonna need a sleep. I went to the Roundhouse to see if I could go in the common room to have a little sleep, but they're actually shut today. So now I'm gonna head back down to the British Library, where I'm gonna sit and go in their study rooms, but instead of studying, I'm gonna sleep whilst using their plug socket so I can charge up my phone. It's really weird because it's so quiet, but I've been awake for 6 hours. So it feels like it should be like 6 p.m. in the afternoon, but it's actually not even 11 o'clock in the morning. Hence why I need to have a little nap before I go to the premiere. I'm just walking down the canal and some guys smoking weed just asked me if I'm English and when the school holidays start, and I said, okay, 5 weeks. And then a load of them just said, excuse me, and I was like, I'm getting out of here because I do not want to be risking anything. So with strangers on the street asking you stuff, I've learned sometimes it's good to ignore and sometimes it's good to actually communicate politely, otherwise they might start running up after you. Some lady just said to her child, look at the duckies. I mean, they're very clearly geese, but we move. I was just walking down Tottenham Court Road and I stumbled upon a street food market. So I've got myself a pad grapral tofu, and some guy came up to me and he was like, do you know if any place does chicken and rice? And I was like, you can look down there. And then he asked me if the UCL Students' Union was open. I think he thought I was, because I had a camera and like a little mic on, that I was a part of something. Pro tip, guys, if you bring a camera and a mic, people will treat you with a hell of a lot of respect. I am currently trying to take another nap in St James's Park by Buckingham Palace. I'm going to leave to head to the queue in about 20 minutes, and hopefully there won't be too many people.
So good, yeah. Too hard. What would you buy this? Cheers, Dan. Thank you.
That's your far right,
Yes, thank you. Look at that, it's a full old school. Hannah Dodds is about to come down if you want it.
You look beautiful.
Should I try this one?
Sorry.